La Fuite de la Lune by Oscar Wilde, 1854 to 1900. To outer senses there is peace, a dreamy peace on either hand, deep silence in the shadowy land, deep silence where the shadows cease. Save for a cry that echoes shrill, for some lone bird disconsolate, a corncrake calling to its mate, the answer from the misty hill. And suddenly the moon withdraws her sickle from the lightening skies, and to her sombre cavern flies, wrapped in a veil of yellow gauze. And that's a poem by Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde was famous for his book The Picture of Dorian Gray, The Importance of Being Earnest, which was a play. He was Irish. He's probably most famous for going to jail for being gay. He's a very happy, fun person with lots of interesting and rebellious quotes. Okay, this poem is called La Fuite de la Lune, the flight of the moon escaping, the escape of the moon. So what's it about? It's about about the moon. I'm not sure if the moon goes behind the cloud. I get the feeling it goes behind the cloud and then it goes down. This is just a little drawing or a little sketch of the moon. To the outer senses there is peace, a dreamy peace on either hand. So to the senses there is peace everywhere. There is peace on one side and peace on the other. Deep silence in the shadowy land. Deep silence where the shadows cease. So there's deep silence. It's night, and I think it's the quiet of night. And the shadows where the moonlight doesn't get to. It's deeply silent, is real silence. And I think also in Oscar Wilde's day, there was much more silence than we have today. That no aeroplanes, very few cars, or in this case probably no cars at all. And deep silence where the shadows cease. So there's deep silence in the places that the moon illuminates. So he's looking at this scene, and clearly the moon is up and it's shining, and there is peace and silence where the shadows are, and there is peace and silence where the moon illuminates it. But there can't be much moonlight because it's a small sickle moon. Save for a cry that echoes shrill from some lone bird disconsolate. So there's silence, but they're the echoes of a high-pitched call of some sad and lonely bird. A corncrake, so the bird's a corncrake, a type of bird calling to its mate, calling to its partner. The answer from the misty hill. So there's a hill with mist, and the answer to the corncrake calling comes back. So there's silence except for this bird calling to its partner, and the partner replying. And suddenly the moon withdraws her sickle from the lightening skies. So suddenly the moon goes. I think the moon disappears. In my opinion, this is the moon going behind a cloud, and the moon disappears. And I think the moon is disappearing in the cloud, and then I think the moon goes down and disappears, and we see no more of the moon. So the moon withdraws her sickle. It's this curved C shape of the moon, which the moon disappears from the sky, and the moon was giving light to the sky. It was lighting the clouds. And to her sombre cavern flies, wrapped in a veil of yellow gauze. So to me, the veil of yellow gauze is you see the moon, and there are clouds in front of the moon, and you can just see a little bit of yellow surrounding the area where the moon is. And I think with this the moon slowly sets and disappears, because I think that's the idea of the moon flying into her sombre cavern. So when the moon disappears, there are some creation theories that say that it moves into a cave, the cave on the other side of the world. So the moon, which was lighting the sky, goes behind the clouds, and we see the yellow of the moon behind the clouds, and this slowly goes down into the moon's cave, and the moon has gone. So, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. La Fuite de la Lune by Oscar Wilde.